Hey Total Gym team, it's JD here, giving you some tips on how to keep your mat clean and clean it between classes. So as I wrote in the blog, you can make your own formula. You can buy a little plastic bottle, probably not this big. This is a 32 ounce, so you can get a smaller one that'll fit in your yoga bag. And then you can just add a few drops of tea tree oil or lemon oil or lavender oil, and then add the rest with water. Anyways, you read that in the blog. I prefer to use a professional product, which I developed with a local chemist, and it comes in an industrial size, but if you go to the website, I have a little 4-ounce bottle. It lasts a long time. So what I'm going to do before and after class, especially before class, and I'll tell you in the next segment, is I'm just going to douse my mat from head to toe and then use a towel to wipe it off, and then get ready for class. So here's why I mentioned in the blog that your mat might be even dirtier than you think. Check it out. After class, I'm going to spray my mat and wipe it, but it's still going to be a little moist. Now, what do we all do? We start to roll it up. And if you haven't thought about this before, what happens when you roll it up is all the dirt and grime and germs that were on the floor of the studio are now being rolled up onto the surface of the mat where your hands and feet are going to be after next class. So here's what I recommend. You spray your mat, you wipe it down, it's still a little moist. So I'm simply going to fold it, put it in my car, and then when I get home, I just lay this out in my garage, and then I'll roll it up before the next class. This is one of the reasons why it's even more important to spray your mat before class than it is after class. Now, especially if you have a porous mat, you can see all those little nicks and crannies in this mat that can really capture a lot of germs and bacteria. So try that folding method, and on to the next tip. I gotta tell you team, after years and years and years, decades of running and high impact cardio and banging weights and everything, doing hot yoga has made my body feel the best ever. So I love the yoga that's like 105, like a core power yoga. I'm not into the Bikram at all, but that's just me. Anyways, it makes your body feel wonderful, and it's a great detox because you sweat. So I recommend buying a yoga towel. So I still wipe my mat because there's going to be even sweat that seeps through. But as you'll see, there's little rubbery things on here that'll keep you from slipping. So this mat perfectly covers, this towel perfectly covers the mat. And then instead of having to put that in the washing machine after each class, because I'm doing about 4 or 5 a week now, is I'll just take that in the shower with me and wash it just like I demonstrated with the mat in the shower, and then wring it out. So use those tips. Keep your yoga practice going. It's so good for body, mind, and spirit. Keep the questions and comments coming. And in good health, namaste.